Hello and welcome to this Excel tips video. I am Sumit Bansal, and in this video I'm going to show you how to change negative numbers into positive numbers in Excel, which essentially means how to remove the minus sign. Now here I have this data set and I have these numbers that are negatives and I want to convert these numbers into positive numbers. And I'm going to show you a couple of methods. The first method is using the absolute formula. So there is a dedicated function in Excel and it returns the absolute value of any number or cell reference that has the number that you feed into the formula. So here I would use the abs function. I would give A2 as the input argument, and now when I hit enter, it gives me 874, which is the result, which is the absolute value. And now when I copy paste it for all these cells, you can see that all the negative numbers have been converted into a positive number. So this is a really fast and straightforward method of doing this. The only drawback of using the absolute function is that in case you have any text values here in this data set, then it is going to return a value error. So if you do not want this, you can use this if you have all the numbers, but in case there are some text values, you can use a slightly different formula, which is the if formula, where I would take this number as the condition and I would say if this number is less than 0, which means that if it is negative, then give me this number with a negative sign. And if it is positive, then just simply give me this number. And now when I copy this for all these cells, you can see that positive numbers are unchanged, but negative numbers are converted into positive numbers. And in case I have any text value here, that also remains unchanged. So this is again a really quick and straightforward method. Now, when you have these numbers and if you do not want the formula, you only want the numbers, then you would have to copy this and paste it here as value. So you right click, go to paste special, and here you copy and paste it as values, and then you can delete this column. So this is one way of doing it. Let me show you another method of converting negative numbers into positives is by using paste special. Now with paste special, the benefit is that you do not get a formula. You're not using a formula. You do not have to use an extra column. You get the final result right here where you have the original data. So to use paste special, there are two ways you can do that. First is you can convert all the numbers and change their sign. So positive numbers become negative and negative numbers become positive. Or you can first select the negative numbers and then change their sign. So let me show you both of these. Here in any empty cell, I would type -1 and it could be anywhere in the worksheet and you would not even need this number. So you can delete this later if you want. So type -1 in any of these cells, copy the cell, come to this data set, right click on it and then click on paste special. And here click on values and then click on multiply. So here in paste, you click on values, and operation, you click on multiply. Now what this does is it takes this value, only the value, not the formatting, nothing else, only the value, and it multiplies it with these numbers. See what happens when I click on OK? Instantly the signs of these numbers have been changed. The positive numbers become negative and the negative numbers becomes positive. Now this is useful if you're working with accounting data or if you're doing your taxes, where sometimes the numbers that are positive are reported as negative and numbers that are negative are reported as positive. So you can quickly change the sign for all these numbers in one go. Now let me press Ctrl Z to get the original data back. Now let's say I don't want to change the sign for all these numbers. I only want to convert negative numbers into positive. You can do that as well. So you first come to this cell, copy this cell here, select this data set. Now before you paste, you have to select the negative numbers. So I would hold the Control key and then press the F key. This opens the find and replace dialog box. And here in find what, I'm going to type minus sign and I'm going to click on find all. What this does is it finds all these cells that have the negative number or any cell that has the minus sign in it. Now I would hold the Control key and then press the A key so that it is going to select all these cells. Now I would close the find and replace dialog box, right click on any of these selected cells, click on paste special, and again click on values, click on multiply and click on OK. And as soon as you do this, you can see in the selected cells, the negative sign is gone and it has been changed into a positive number. So these are a couple of quick ways to change negative number into positive number in Excel. That's it in this video. I hope you found this useful. Also, if you're liking these videos, please subscribe to this YouTube channel and click on the bell icon so that you're notified whenever I come up with a new Excel tips video. Thank you and have a nice day.